What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having the best year of your entire life. In this video, I'm going to go over what am I watching for next week. There are 4 stocks that I'm watching: SPY, QQQs, Microsoft, and Tesla. These 4 stocks, I personally feel like they can make a big move this week. But at the same time, I just want to let you know that the reason why I make these videos is not because, oh, let me figure out a way to grow my YouTube or stuff like that, man. The reason why I make these videos is I just want to get to the actionable advice that you need in order to get to the next level. Because back in the day when I was starting out, there was a lot of videos, but there were not a lot of videos. Even now, man, there were not a lot of videos which kind of could put me at a better spot. But it was like mostly a lot of fluff and just hardly any information. But anyway, so if you haven't considered subscribing to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe. The reason is I have a lot of videos coming. I have about 5 videos, seven videos already ready to go, which I'm gonna post in the weeks coming forward, maybe a couple this week. Anyway, make sure you subscribe and like this video. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite stock that you're watching for the next week. And without wasting any further time, I think we should just jump to the screen. All right, here we are. The first things first, fam, let's look at the economic calendar. What's happening? Any big events happening the week coming forward or what? 10:30, we have manufacturing index coming out on Monday. Okay. Here's the thing. I only care about the events that are happening actually during market hours. I don't care if something happens before market hours because there's plenty of time for me to kind of reposition my way of trading if it's happening at 8:30 Eastern time or 9 o'clock Eastern time or 9:15 Eastern time. But 9:30 Eastern time, that's when the market is open. I want to know about every single event that is happening after the market open, so I can just kind of be prepared a little bit. If I know there's a big event happening around maybe 10 a.m. Eastern time, I want to be aware of it. Like, I don't want to be in a trade while the event is happening in my stock and, go up and down. Then I lose money. Man, the market is already tough. So don't make it extra tough by trying to do something which you are not supposed to do, which is do not trade the news, because that's pretty much a gamble. Anyway, so 10:30 is when we have the numbers coming out, manufacturing index numbers coming out. We got to be careful about that. All right. Then we have 10 o'clock, job numbers, consumer confidence. This is very important. Tuesday, Wednesday, PMI, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day so far. Thursday, again, PMI final, 10 o'clock again. Friday, bro, there's so much happening. Friday again, 10 o'clock. All right, this week is a huge week. Also, it's a huge earning week as well. There's a lot of earnings coming out. You got to be very, very careful this week, man, because at the end of the day, if you look at Apple, has earnings this week. Okay, if you look at AMD, has earnings this week. Amazon has earnings this week. Meta has earnings this week. Microsoft has earnings this week. Nvidia, still kind of a month away. Tesla, earnings just went past last week. So basically a lot of big names have earnings coming out. So you want to be very, very super careful about what can happen. Let me put myself right in this corner so it looks okay. Or maybe up here. Yeah, even better. Or maybe, I don't know. Just put it up here. Alright, fam, let's look at SPY. The reason why I'm watching SPY and all those important numbers that I will be looking at. So when I went on a weekly chart on SPY, I kind of realized that on a weekly chart, it's in a very, very, very strong uptrend. But at the same time, there's a kind of a rough, but not like 100%. There's never going to be 100%. There's like a rough trend line forming at the top with like 1, 2, 3. So the fourth touch there would be about 500. Now, will SPY get to 500 this week with the earnings? Hey, the chances could be very high. Okay, so if the earnings are good, SPY can get there. But anyway, looking at the daily chart now, what's happening as of now, this right here is the magic. Because at the top, we see a beautiful trend line passing. Where does this trend line come from? On a daily chart, came from first touch is right here. Second touch is right here. Third touch is on Wednesday. Fourth touch is roughly Friday. So this is important. We got to be careful of this. We got to be mindful about it at least. right? There's something at the top which prices it can push the prices down. So once we're aware of that, then these levels that I got these from is just this level, because 489-ish level, I got this level from a daily chart. Like, it looks pretty straightforward. After this is the level that I'll be watching, 490, for this trend line rejection. Now, does that mean I'll go out there and try to play the rejection? No, I'll just be careful to go long around those areas. Okay, 490, 491, 492, all these areas I'll be a little bit careful about going long. If the trend is there, of course. Otherwise, be careful. 489, 490, 91 and 92 are the critical levels, but towards the downside, I just want to see a break below this particular level of 485-ish, 485, 485.3 or 4. It can head down to maybe 8 EMA on a daily chart. This is 8 EMA, just 8 like exponential moving average. That could be roughly 484 on Monday, 484, 484.5, and then 482.8 and 480-ish. These are the critical levels. But I'll be super careful of the upside levels. I'll be super careful about the downside levels. SPY, again, we're going to watch SPY every single day just so we know what's happening on the bigger overall market. And this is what I'm watching on SPY. If I have to give a rating of 1 to 5, 1 being the least favorite, 5 being the most favorite, I would kind of put this maybe roughly around 3 or 4. It's like somewhere in the middle. All right. Then comes QQQ. So when you look at the QQQ chart, what do you see? Roughly what I see is there's a sort of a trend line running across. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of touches happening at this trend line. Okay, on a daily chart. So I'll be very, very careful around this 425, 426, 27. One thing about QQQs, after trading it for so long, I've realized is QQQs love every $1 move. It just loves every $1 move. So we got to be careful about every $1 move. So that means 424, 25, 26, 27, 428, 429, 430. Even towards the downside, every $1 move. Just be careful if the $1 move is at levels approaching. Don't go long at 428.9. Let it break 429. You see what I'm saying? Just try to minimize your downside, because if it goes to 429, gets rejected, you will take a loss. So try to minimize your downside. That's pretty much what I'm talking about. Okay. Then talking about this QQQs, I will be careful about every $1 move, but the downside maybe roughly around this 421.5 area. If that fails, or even better, 420 fails, we can get to 419, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, every $1 move. Okay, this is it. Now, next name is Microsoft. So for Microsoft, the reason why I am watching Microsoft is it broke 400. Okay, it broke 400, came back, retested the next day. Or it actually gapped above 400, then came back to retest kind of this 400 again, and then bounced off to all the way to 47. That, you know what that means? For like 400, man, it's just a whole number, such a big critical level. It broke, actually gapped up, and then gapped up and go pretty much. And now what's happening here, what roughly I see is the earnings coming out. So the IV, implied volatility of the contracts will be high. The IV would be high. The contracts will be a little bit expensive. So what I kind of think is if 400 break towards the downside, we can head towards 399, 394-ish we can see. Maybe in a day or 2, 3 days. But I'll never play earnings. That's not the trader I am. I don't like to gamble. I like to keep my life and trading simple. So Microsoft, I'll be watching the 400. Either it bounces off 400, it kind of goes like, comes back, touches 400, bounces, or it just drops below 400, and then, see you later. We got to be careful of both sides. Now, towards the upside, I'll be careful of if it comes down to 400, bounces for a 2.5, 405, 406, 407, 408, every $1 move because it's all-time high. One quick little hack that I'll give you of every $1 movement or every all-time highs. Whenever stock is trading at all-time highs, you want to take profit every $1 move, or at least bring your stop loss up every $1 move. The best way to kind of do it is if a stock breaks 403, okay, and it's an all-time high, it's approaching 404, whatever your stop loss has been originally, bring your stop loss just like mentally below 403, just in case if it rejected around 404, 403 can be looked after. But if 404 breaks and heads above like 404.5-ish, bring your stop loss from 403 to 404. Okay, the moment 404 fails, you get out. This will help you protect your gains from the market, because the whipsaws of the market sometimes can take our gains away. And the best thing of being a day trader, and especially when we're doing like the size that we are doing, making 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 grand a day, the best thing is we can re-enter like pretty much any time of the day. Like if I'm a trader who's playing around with 10,000 contracts, yeah, of course I need to be careful of. But when we're trading like 20, 30, 10, 5, 3, 2 contracts, bro, you can always get back in later. Okay, so make sure whenever you take profits, you take profits mindfully, and don't just like be like, oh, let me be greedy. Nah, that doesn't pay, man. Stop kidding yourself. All right. This is what I'm watching on Microsoft, and we'll see what happens. Okay, it'll be fun. And then kind of comes Tesla. Now, the reason why I'm watching Tesla is Tesla gapped down after the earnings. It made a huge move down on this Thursday, okay? And then Friday, pretty much a chill day. I'll be watching this below 182. Now, there are big chances that we gap below 182 and keep going down. There are big chances that gap below 482 on Monday. So, if it gap below 482, what I want to do is I will wait for it to kind of retest 182. If it kind of opens somewhere in the middle, maybe let's say somewhere here, I want to see it come back, retest this, and then go towards the downside. If it opens maybe here, then it can bounce and retest this 180 and go. And if it doesn't bounce, then we'll have to wait for the intraday trend to set up and then play the stock. Okay, because stocks love to move in higher highs, higher lows, or lower highs, which is basically something looking like this. If it's an uptrend, it looks like this: higher highs and higher lows. If it's downtrend, it looks like this. So that's like lower lows and lower highs. Okay, that's called a trend. So basically, we'll wait for a trend to set up and then play. But I'll be watching this 182, 180, 178.5, and 177.5 area very closely. But towards the upside, kind of the trend kind of picks up around this area, man. If this level, breaks, we can see maybe uptrend towards at least this level 190 and then 193. But if you want to have a very, very sure setup, like there's nothing 100% in the market, but very high probability setup, I'll be trading maybe above this 190 area, 190 to 193 we can see, because 190 is a huge level. But if you want to play a little bit risky, kind of this area right here, we can play as well. The moment it breaks, retest, we can play as well. Okay, so again, SPY, I'll give it 3 stars. QQQs, probably I'll give it, again, 3 stars. There's not much setup here. It looks a little bit off. Microsoft, I will give it about 4 stars, just because it's sitting above a critical level. We want to see how it kind of goes. There's a lot of waiting, patience game. It could happen on Monday, could happen on Tuesday. But whenever it happens, I want to be there. And then for Tesla, man, I just want to be careful of these levels that I drew on the charts, and I told you the explanation. This one is the only stock that I'm watching, which is a 5-star setup for me. And I'll be watching it very closely. Now, again, whenever you're trading, man, and you're starting on Monday, always go small size on Monday. The reason why I say this, and it's especially a big week, and it can literally cause you so much drama and so much losses. What a lot of people do is they make a big mistake of sizing up on Monday. A lot of people size up on Monday because they listen to some motivational stuff from some motivational speakers over the weekend, and they're feeling very pumped up. The moment they start on Monday, they take big loss, and then whole week they're trying to play the catch-up game. Try to make the losses back. That doesn't work. I used to do that all the time. That didn't work for me. So now I have a system to kind of take profits, or letting the winners run. So the system simply says start small on Monday. So it'll start from this corner, or start from this corner, start small on Monday. Tuesday, size up a little bit more. If you made money on Monday, Tuesday, size up a little bit more. So basically my max position size on Monday, let's say, is like $4,000. Now you might be like, bro, that's a lot of money. Yeah, for you, maybe. For me, no. All right. So $4,000 is my max position size. For example, on Monday, Tuesday would be about, if I made money on Monday, Tuesday, I will, depends on how much money I made. If I made 10 grand, yeah, of course, I'll go in a little bit heavy. Let's say I made like a grand or 2 grand, or, let's say just I'm small green. 4,000 will go to 6,000 on Tuesday. Wednesday is the day when I'm like fully focused because I want to put some size on. It's the hump day, it's the middle day. And if I made money Monday and Tuesday, I'm going to risk whatever money I made on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I roughly risk about, depends, anywhere between half my profits of whatever I made on Monday and Tuesday, or sometimes even full. If the day is trendy, even full. So that basically means like $10,000 to $15,000 being my maximum position size on Wednesday. Okay, so it goes like this on a hump, and then Thursday comes, I'm going back to the 6,000 again, which was originally on Tuesday. Why? I'm gonna protect the week profit. Whatever money I made over the week, I'm gonna protect it. And if that goes well, Friday, I'm just going normal to $3,000, $4,000 position size. The reason is Friday's $4,000 position size and Monday's 4,000 position size are two very, very different things. Please do not confuse this. Do not think $4,000 on a Monday and $4,000 on a Friday are the same things, because Friday is the zero DTE. Friday is 0 days to expiration. The stocks move a little bit wild as well. So be careful about this. Always use a system. My system of literally sizing in the trades is based on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it has served me well over the years, and I'm just giving it out to you for free. All right. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments below what is the best part that you like about me going over this stuff, and some other videos that you have any ideas about. And I'll make sure I'll get back to every single one of those comments, either by actually tapping or by just making a video. All right. Look after yourself. I'll see you soon. All right. Goodbye.